The Bengals have dealt with their fair share of injury issues this season. Could they get reinforcements in the name of Ja'Marr Chase and Cam Taylor-Britt on Sunday in Kansas City? The latest on the Bengals' top wide receiver and top cornerback. Hi again, everyone, and welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and make sure that you get all of our latest videos all week long as the Bengals try to keep their season alive. I read some of your comments when we did our playoff picture video on Tuesday, and a lot of you say, "Oh, stop being so optimistic. Stop it." And, well, I get it. I also think that the vibe in the building is very much a let's handle business. Let's win this week and see where we stand. And if the Bengals take that mindset and have that mindset, well, I'm going to share it with you. And that's certainly the vibe right now at Paycor Stadium with 2 games to go. The Bengals 8-7 in the thick of an AFC playoff race where if they win the next 2 games, they will probably qualify for the playoffs for a 3rd straight season. Having Ja'Marr Chase on the field would go a long way toward that. And I was unable to take video of him on the rehab field. He did not practice, at least during the open portion of practice, wasn't dressed for practice, but was going through a workout on the rehab field, an individual workout where he looked like Ja'Marr Chase, making the normal cuts in his routes, stopping, starting, nice speed, the way he's able to decelerate and then accelerate. I saw all of that as he was going through the individual drills. He was moving his shoulder up, moving his shoulder down to make catches. And so I think that's a really, really good sign for Ja'Marr Chase and his ability to be available for Sunday. He participated in the walkthrough on Wednesday morning, and then Zach Taylor sat up here early afternoon and said they're going to see what he can deal with, if he can play through it. And I'm paraphrasing there. He didn't even say that many words. Also added that it would be big to have Ja'Marr Chase, which goes without saying, and everyone laughed because, well, Ben Baby asked how big it would be to have Ja'Marr Chase. Obviously, it would be huge. So, yeah, I think that's a really good sign for Ja'Marr Chase potentially playing, because I think about earlier this year when he had the bruise where he landed really hard on his back and his lower back wasn't hurting. He said, I don't have to practice. And that's the element here. I don't think the Bengals need him to practice for him to play. The fact that he's getting a workout in on Wednesday is a great sign that he could be ready to go on Sunday. So we'll see. But it's season on the line. If he can go, you certainly want him to go. And the same thing goes for Cam Taylor-Britt. Obviously, the secondary has given up its fair share of big plays. Last week, far too many big plays. Lou Anarumo discussed that today. He said anytime you give up 200 yards on 3 plays, which is really what they did, it was close to it. It was 196 yards to George Pickens, 195 yards to George Pickens on 3 plays. It just can't happen. And this secondary knows that, from DJ Turner II to Dax Hill to Chidobe Awuzie to Cam Taylor-Britt, who was cleared for practice today, out there for practice. We'll see. He'll probably be limited coming off of that ankle. He's not on the active roster yet, but eligible to return at any time, could certainly play on Sunday in Kansas City. And assuming he looks like his normal self in practice, I think he's going to play this week. He felt good last week. I know firsthand he felt good. He's progressing exactly as expected. So getting Cam Taylor-Britt back would be huge for this team. You get your number 1 corner, you get your number 1 receiver, season on the line, you go out there and see what you can do. And I'll tell you this Kansas City defense, it'll be a theme this week. Everyone talks about the offense and the offense stinking. This is the best defense the Chiefs have had in quite some time. So having Ja'Marr Chase would be huge. Your defense, which has been leaky in recent weeks, getting Cam Taylor-Britt back would be huge. The Bengals trending in the right direction with both of those guys. So we will keep you up to date on both of them throughout the week. We're also going to have plenty from the Bengals locker room. The Bengals are at practice now as I record this, and then we'll have our locker room interviews as well. Hopefully be able to catch up with Orlando Brown Jr. this week, Ja'Marr Chase, certainly T. Higgins. We'll hear from Jake Browning later today as well. So we're going to have you covered here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. And if you're looking for more on the Bengals, well, we have you covered at allbengals.com as well. So for Andrew Fox-Miller, our channel coordinator, I'm James Rapien. Ja'Marr Chase progressing nicely, has a real shot to play on Sunday, it feels like, and Cam Taylor-Britt, at this point, I would be surprised if he didn't play. I expect him to play against the Chiefs Until next time, thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.